There's a lot to unpack from this video. It goes without saying, though, I hope that this man realized that he may possibly be able to dodge a bullet. But it also says something to the aggression that people have and the disrespect that people have in today's world. So here is the man who is proposing. Looks like he's in Times Square, New York, but he's proposing. And in the midst of his proposing and being totally focused on his young lady, telling her how she means the world to him, as with the inconsideration of a lot of people, this gentleman decides that he's going to come up, and although many people are saying that he kissed the man on the back of the head, it looked to me like he spit on the man. But spit or kiss, either one, this man just took liberties that he should not have been able to take, or he should not have known better than to take. Now, as a man who tries to avoid violence at almost every cost, because I don't particularly care for violence and how I respond when it comes to violence, the man seemed to be in shock for a minute. And in that shock, because I can imagine if I'm sitting there, I'm focused on my young lady, and all of a sudden something wet or some lips or some spit hit me on the back of my head, I'm going to be in shock for a minute, be like, what? Did that just... But with no haste, the first thing his lady did was not to go after the man that just disrespected her future fiance here. She didn't go after him. She went after her fiance. Based on her accent, sounds like she is from up north somewhere, but she went straight after her man, snatching him up and thrusting him towards this man who just assaulted him. Whether it was a kiss or a spit, it's assault. And that aggression is uncalled for. The first aspect of it is that the woman took no consideration to the fact of whether or not this was going to end in both of their termination of life. You never know what people are walking around with nowadays. And if it is in a place like New York, it is very difficult for anyone to legally be able to walk around with a gun. In most situations, you cannot. But you don't know what that other person is carrying or what's going on. So your first reaction should never be to go and attack someone physically. You have to assess the situation. Personally, I would have assessed whether or not this was the environment that I want to put my lady in danger. But the fact that she initiated with violence shows that more than likely you're going to be in a situation somewhere down the line where when she becomes angry, she's going to attack you. She's going to physically assault you. And we know how those situations mostly end up. They mostly end up with the man being jailed, his career down the tube, and he has to start over and carry this criminal record with him. And then it doesn't matter how much you explain it to other people in your future that you may meet other women, they're going to always see you as a violent man who attacked some woman. And the only difference is if you had evidence to show that she was already a previously aggressive woman herself. So hopefully this young man dodged the bullet. Now that being said, that other dude in gray, he needs to have his ass whooped. I don't care if it was a joke. I don't care if he was just thinking he was being funny. But in no way, shape, or form, when you see somebody proposing or doing anything, do you have the right to walk up to them and kiss or spit on them? So I do agree that young man need to have his ass whooped. You have to be able to assess the situation first. Not put your lady in danger, not put yourself in danger, but still yet handle the situation. But definitely, you need to stay away from any woman that is this aggressive. Any woman or man, for that instance, who is so aggressive that their initial response, unless you are being physically attacked at that moment, to go after someone, is not a wise person that you should be around, not a wise person that you should marry. So what do you guys think? Do you think her reaction was appropriate? Do you think his reaction was inappropriate or appropriate as well? I'd love to hear the comments. I will be going live on my YouTube and Facebook channel, which is Lorenzo Reed 369. That's Larenzo Reed 369 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about relationships. So y'all have a great day. And always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.